When you think about allies, some countries may offer support when it's convenient. But a select few will stand by America no matter the cost, not just in words, but in real action. These are nations with deep trust, unshakable history, and friendships forged in blood and sacrifice. Today, we're diving into the top 10 countries that will defend America no matter what. And some of these may surprise you. Stay with me, because every country on this list has a story that proves their loyalty goes beyond politics. It's personal. Number 1. United Kingdom. The UK is more than just America's ally. It's like family. Centuries of shared history, culture, and language have tied these two nations together so tightly that when one is in trouble, the other steps in without hesitation. The UK stood shoulder to shoulder with the US in both world wars, during the Cold War, and in nearly every major global crisis since. Beyond military cooperation, there's a unique trust between the two societies. Intelligence agencies swap secrets, navies patrol oceans side by side, and leaders often coordinate strategies before making moves. This isn't just politics. It's a genuine belief that their futures are safer when they stand together. If America ever faced a direct threat, Britain wouldn't just offer words. It would send ships, planes, and boots on the ground. Because defending the U.S. also means defending the very values both countries were built on. Number 2. Canada. Canada doesn't just share a border with the U.S., it shares its destiny. Stretching thousands of miles, the world's longest undefended border is proof of the deep trust between these neighbors. Canada has been America's reliable partner in every major global conflict, from fighting Nazi Germany to deploying troops in Afghanistan. But it's not only about military cooperation. Canadians know that America's security is their security. If the U.S. were ever threatened, Canada would move instantly, not out of obligation, but out of a natural instinct to protect its closest ally. Economically, socially, and militarily, the two countries are so intertwined that defending America also protects Canadian lives and livelihoods. And beyond strategy, there's a brotherhood here, a quiet understanding that they'll always show up for each other, no matter the cost. Number 3. Australia. Australia may be on the other side of the globe, but when America calls, it answers without hesitation. From World War II to Iraq and Afghanistan, Australians have fought side by side with Americans, often in some of the toughest conditions. What makes this bond unique is the trust. Both nations share democratic ideals, cultural similarities, and a vision for a free Pacific. Australia also knows that its own security depends on keeping America strong, because when regional tensions rise, it's the U.S. that acts as the ultimate shield. And while Australia is smaller in population, its military is highly skilled, battle-tested, and fiercely loyal. If America faced a crisis, Australia wouldn't hesitate to deploy forces, not just out of alliance, but out of genuine friendship built over generations of shared sacrifice. Number 4. Japan. Japan's alliance with the U.S. is one of the most powerful in the modern world. After World War II, the two countries transformed from bitter enemies to unshakable partners, and today, Japan hosts tens of thousands of U.S. troops on its soil. This isn't just symbolic, it's a sign that Japan views America's defense as its own. Japan's advanced technology, powerful navy, and growing military strength are always aligned with U.S. strategy in Asia. If America were attacked, Japan would act quickly, not just because of treaties, but because its security is inseparably tied to the U.S. Japan knows that a strong America ensures balance in Asia, protects trade routes, and keeps aggressors at bay. Beyond strategy, the Japanese people hold a deep respect for American partnership, making their loyalty not just political, but personal. Number 5. South Korea. For South Korea, defending America isn't just about friendship. It's about survival. The U.S. has guaranteed South Korea's security since the Korean War, and generations of Koreans have grown up seeing American soldiers as protectors. That bond has turned into something far deeper than a military alliance. It's trust. South Korea's advanced military, cutting-edge technology, and strategic location make it one of the most important partners for America in Asia. If America were threatened, South Korea would act instantly, knowing that its own safety is bound to U.S. strength. And this isn't one-sided. Millions of Koreans genuinely value the connection, seeing America not only as an ally, but as family. If America needed defending, South Korea would be there, not just because of agreements, but because its people feel that when the U.S. stands, Korea stands with it. Number 6. Germany. Germany may have once been America's rival, but today it is one of its most important defenders. After World War II, the U.S. helped rebuild Germany into a stable democracy, and that history has created a powerful sense of loyalty. Today, Germany is the economic powerhouse of Europe, and its strength is tightly linked to America's global leadership. If the U.S. were attacked, Germany wouldn't hesitate to defend it, knowing that American security also ensures European stability. German troops have fought alongside Americans in Afghanistan, the Balkans, and beyond, proving their commitment in action. Beyond the battlefield, there's also an emotional bond. Millions of Germans see America as the guarantor of freedom in Europe. To defend America is, in many ways, to defend Germany's own way of life. Number 7. France. France has always had a special bond with America. After all, it was France that first helped the U.S. win its independence. That history has never been forgotten, and over the centuries, the two countries have fought side by side in nearly every major global conflict. France is not only a NATO ally, but one of the most capable militaries in the world, with a nuclear arsenal and global reach. If America were attacked, France would act quickly, not just out of obligation, but out of principle. Both nations share a passion for freedom, culture, and global leadership, making their bond unique. Despite occasional disagreements, when crisis hits, France always shows up. Defending America means defending the very values France itself was built upon: liberty, equality, and democracy. Number 8. Israel. For Israel, defending America is personal. The U.S. has been Israel's strongest backer since its founding, and in return, Israel has always stood ready to protect American interests in the Middle East. This bond is more than strategic. It's built on shared values, deep trust, and a mutual understanding that their survival is linked. Israel has one of the most advanced militaries on earth, with intelligence capabilities that often protect not only Israeli citizens, but also Americans worldwide. If the U.S. were under direct threat, Israel wouldn't hesitate to act, knowing that without America, its own future would be at risk. Beyond politics, the Israeli people hold genuine affection for America, seeing it as their closest and most reliable friend. For Israel, defending America isn't a choice. It's a duty born out of gratitude and loyalty. Number 9. Poland. Poland's loyalty to America runs deep. Having lived under oppression for much of the 20th century, Poles see the U.S. as the country that guarantees freedom in Europe. American troops have long been stationed in Poland, and in return, Poland has proven time and again that it's ready to fight alongside the U.S. Whether in Iraq, Afghanistan, or NATO missions, Polish soldiers have shown unwavering commitment. If America were attacked, Poland would defend it fiercely, knowing that without American power, Europe would be far more vulnerable. There's also a heartfelt connection here. Poles admire America's spirit of freedom and often see the U.S. as a role model nation. For Poland, protecting America is not just about military alliances. It's about defending the very ideals that shaped its rebirth as a free nation. Number 10. Italy. Italy may be known for its culture, food, and beauty, but when it comes to loyalty, it's one of America's most dependable allies. During World War II, Italy transformed from an adversary into a close friend, and since then, it has hosted key U.S. military bases that protect both Europe and the Mediterranean. Italy has stood beside America in countless global missions, proving that its commitment is more than symbolic. If the U.S. were ever under attack, Italy would move quickly, not only because of NATO obligations, but because Italians genuinely value their bond with America. The two countries share deep cultural ties, millions of family connections, and a belief in democracy. For Italy, defending America is as much about protecting a friend as it is about securing the world's stability. At the end of the day, America has many partners, but only a handful of true defenders. Nations that wouldn't just send words of support, but would stand shoulder to shoulder in the face of any threat. From the UK and Canada to Australia, Japan, and beyond, these bonds run deeper than politics. They're built on trust, sacrifice, and generations of friendship. In a world where alliances often shift, these countries have proven they'll never walk away. Because defending America doesn't just protect one nation, it protects the very values of freedom, democracy, and security that hold the world together.